Yeah, I'm currently walking through the UN buffer zone in no man's land. The Greek border is just there, UN checkpoint over there. This strip of land is controlled by the UN. Mines, yay. So yeah, I'm heading over to the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, which is a grey area, not recognised by anyone other than Turkey. But yeah, let's see how this border crossing goes. So yeah, I've just got the taxi into town and crossed the entry point into Varosha, the section of Famagusta that has been sealed off to visitors since 1974. And it's spooky. Apart from those people behind me, there's not a single person in the town. This is sad, man. I've explored a lot of abandoned places, but a whole abandoned city is just madness. There's roped off barricades everywhere, so you can only stay on the main path, on the main roads. You can't enter any buildings, and all those signs that tell me not to do stuff I don't normally pay much attention to, I'm going to here, because I don't fancy getting shot by the Turkish army. I doubt they'll do that, but still, we've all seen Midnight Express. I don't want to spend any time in a Turkish prison. I'll be someone's bitch. So yeah, I've just walked probably, well, about 3 or 4 minutes, but probably 10 because I've been taking photos. This place is surreal. Oh, other humans. There's literally hardly anybody here. It's blowing my mind. Somewhere this big can be so empty. I'm going to head on down to the beach now for the old classic seafront shot that everybody posts up. Old church bells there. I'm presuming it's a church. The architecture's pretty mad. I doubt those bells have rung since 1974. So yeah, here I am on the beach, and the sea is crystal clear. No used johnnies or manky flip-flops floating around in here. Then there's the money shot. That's the photo that every single person that comes here takes. Of course, in its heyday in the 60s, apparently this was one of the biggest tourist destinations in Europe, and lots of famous people used to come and visit. And yeah, this beach would have been absolutely packed with holidaymakers. Now there's literally myself, 2 other people on the entire beach. This is shocking. All those high-rise apartment blocks and hotels completely empty for the last 49 years. Apparently, when the Turkish army was approaching, everyone that was here just literally got up and left with very little than the clothes on their back. And all those apartments and shops, they were all full of stuff. Everyone's clothes and food and belongings all left behind. Because they expected they were going to be back in a matter of hours or days or weeks. 49 years on, all those shops are completely empty now. From the look of it, a lot of the apartments are completely empty. Obviously I'm not allowed in any buildings to have a look, but someone's nicked it all. But yeah, almost as far as the eye can see down the coast is all abandoned property. Mental. So yeah, I just figured I'd sit here in the shade for a mo. It's a pretty hot morning. Just soak it all in. It's so peaceful. The only noises I can hear are mainly birds, the odd rustle from the undergrowth. But yeah, it's all wildlife making all the noise here. Amazing. There's a big UN vehicle down there. But yeah, I'm going to have to Google my actual facts, but I believe Cyprus was British until some point in the 50s. So there's a very stereotypical English postbox. And on this roundabout here, there is a cafe, a perfumery, various gift shops, Poo Corner House, and Titbit. They made me laugh. Well, I wouldn't say laugh because they're empty, they're stripped bare. But yeah, there's a Toyota dealership here. And I believe, obviously because everyone left in a hurry, that originally that showroom would have been full of brand new cars. Now it's completely empty. Toyota sign's fallen off there. That one's incredibly sun faded. A few more souvenir shops over there. Hotel Golden Marina. But yeah, spooky. Now this is pretty mad. Section of the pavement which was obviously graffitied while the cement was still wet. And Agello, Goppern, Dieter Henry, Otto Heischlinger from Bayern. But they're all dated 1974. Jane. So that's the year of the invasion, and when this was deserted. I'm wondering, because quite a lot of those names were European, I'm wondering if they were UN soldiers that decided to do up a bit of the pavement and write their names in it. Random. Everyone loves a ghost sign. Ghost town. So yeah, something pretty mad just happened to me. Don't know if you can see behind me, but there's a fenced off area. Now I was walking down the main road, and as I was walking down there, I noticed there was one hotel that stuck out like a sore thumb. Basically, it hasn't aged like all the others have around here, and had a fresh coat of paint on it, and there was loads of cars outside it. So I pulled out my phone and started filming. I wasn't even particularly close, quite a way away, and suddenly this guy comes out and starts shouting at me in Turkish. Obviously I didn't have a clue what he was saying, but I got the impression he wasn't happy with me filming, so I stopped filming. Next thing you know, two dudes have come out, and they were like, "We have to see your phone." And yeah, they demanded to see the footage that I'd been filming, and once they saw it, they said that I had to immediately delete it. Obviously I complied. Then they were one step ahead of me, so I deleted it in front of them, and then they were like, now you must remove it from your recently deleted files. So yeah, that footage is gone permanently. But they were then pretty nice, to be honest. They complimented me on my moustache. All the Turks seem to love my tash. But yeah, they asked me where I was from. They were pleasant enough, but very strange. They explained it was a military zone. No one was allowed to film there. And then yeah, I walked through a weird fenced off area. Anyway, so yeah, down at the other end of the beach now. I can't get over how blue that water is. So clear and blue, it's beautiful. Yeah. I've walked past all those abandoned apartment blocks and hotels. Really surreal. Still goes a lot further actually. I think this is almost as far as you're allowed to go. Little kids play park there. And there's a coffee shop and toilets. So yeah, I think I'm going to treat myself to a bottle of water because it is roasting today. That just made me laugh. There's two couples down there. The fella's taking Instagram photos for... the guys are taking Instagram photos for their girlfriends or wives. Hey, little jump in the air. Ah, how the other half live. I've walked through here, but you can hire a golf cart or an electric scooter to drive you through the town. Sod that though, you want to take it all in. The architecture here is absolutely stunning. There's a mix of like fairly old stuff to modern buildings, and obviously some that were still under construction when everything kicked off. There's a shop over there that used to sell Pioneer and Sony products, and Cafe Edelweiss, pretty funky, right under a UN watchtower. Yeah. So this is the old high street. Pretty cool sign down there. The Savile Row Tailor. It's amazing seeing all these shops that have been deserted for so long. Some of the old advertising still in place. A lot of the signs have fallen apart. Another Toyota dealership. Barclays Bank.
Sahilden. Evet. Tamam. Sahilden değil, plajın oradan değil, aşağıdan. Tamam. Barış güne gitmeden sağa döndüğün zaman orada bir yol var.
And there's another Edelweiss.
Ay bizim var mı zannettim Yusuf, senin çevrende ya.
Bak.
So mad, just seeing all these signs. Sunburned. So yeah, that is the abandoned suburb of Varosha in the city of Famagusta. It's incredible. I've wanted to do this for years. I've been to Cyprus a couple of times and I've always known about the existence of this place. But it's only just opened up to visitors in the last couple of years, really. Until then it was very heavily guarded. The last time I came to Cyprus I was on the beach on the Greek side and eyeing up the coastline. I kind of wanted to hire a jet ski or go for a swim and get over to this side, but there were rumours that if you tried it and you were caught you'd end up in prison or you could even possibly be shot. But yeah, it's incredible. Glad I'm finally here. There wasn't much information on how to get here online. Kind of had to wing it and just hope for the best, but it all worked out. But for those interested in visiting, 'cause I'm sure a fair few of you will want to come, basically I hired a car in the Greek Cypriot side and you're not allowed to drive a hire car over the border. Certain firms will let you, but most don't. So I drove my hire car from Larnaca up to a small town on the border of the buffer zone called Derinea. I then parked my car up at the crossing. There's a little car park just by the border, the Greek border. I then had to show my passport to the Greek police. Then I crossed through no man's land, around about 100 metres, and got to the Turkish checkpoint where I had to show my passport again. You don't get your passport stamped though. Once you cross that border, you're then in the Turkish Republic of North Cyprus, and obviously the phone network then changes to a Turkish network, with O2 I get data roaming in Europe for free, but once you're over the Turkish side you don't, so I've kept my phone on airplane mode because I don't want to be stung with horrific charges. Yeah, there's no cost to come over. Once you're on the other side, there was a tourist information office, and the fella in there was lovely. He called a cab for me because the walk from the checkpoint to where I am now would be a good couple of hours walk at least. So yeah, he called a taxi for me. I waited in his little hut out in the sun, had a good chat with him, gave me a couple of maps to guide my way around the area, and yeah, the taxi arrived after about 10 minutes. It cost 15 euros from the border into town. Luckily he took euros because I didn't have any Turkish lira. I gave him a 20 euro note and he gave me, I think it was 100 Turkish lira as change. I don't know if I've been ripped off yet. I'll wait till I get my my internet back and I'll look up the exchange rate. But the taxi driver was cool. Dropped me off at the gates. There's a turnstile to get into this area. You just walk through that. There's no charge again. As you can see, people have got bikes. There's beach buggies, you know, golf cart type things, electric scooters, all can be hired. I think the bikes are as little as €1 to hire for the day. It's open from 8 AM until 5 PM at the moment because it's winter. But usually it's open till 8 PM in the summer. And yeah, it's a really interesting place to look around. I'd recommend it to anyone. Yeah, throughout the whole morning, I've been blown away by just how deserted this place has been. Literally maybe saw 20 people on my travels. However, in the last half hour, it got slightly busier. I guess if you want to avoid the crowds, there isn't any crowds, but if you want the real feel of this place, come in the morning, in the low season, and hopefully you'll have this place to yourself, like I did. Because in the afternoon, it appears that you've got tour groups coming in, so get here early. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be filming now. Mine signs. It's not yours, it's mine. Yeah, I'm now back in the UN buffer zone after a mad taxi ride. But yeah, I'm going to cross over to the Greek border and back into